Mariah Carey's dying sister has made an impassioned plea to her famous sibling, begging her to mend the rift between them and help save her life, saying, "Mariah, I love you. I desperately need your help." Just months after doctors brought her back from the brink of death, recovering drug addict Allison Carey, who is also HIV positive, is a broken woman. She is in dire need of financial support as she battles back to health following a devastating home invasion attack last April that left her brain damaged and seriously ill. She has been in and out of the hospital amid mounting medical bills. Desperate Allison awaits for the life-threatening brain and spine surgery, and if she pulls through, faces years of physical rehabilitation. And in a heartbreaking video, released exclusively to Daily Mail Online to highlight her plight, Allison sends out a plea to her superstar sister in the hope she will step in to help. Morgan made the video after being forced to intervene when he claims to have discovered a family member signed a do not resuscitate order on Allison should she have a seizure. Morgan, 55, wanted to prove Allison was lucid and had her faculties about her. In the short clip, the penniless former prostitute is spaced out and slurring her words as brother Morgan asks for her permission to have the order lifted. Morgan says, "Allison, look at me, you're Allison Carey, are you Allison Carey?" She responds, "Yes." Morgan continues, "Today is September 15, 2015? Yes," she replied. Morgan, speaking to Daily Mail Online from his home in Italy, reveals that following the attack in April, Allison spent a short time at a mental hospital in New York after a bizarre episode in the street near her home. With a broadside to his other sister, he says, because Mariah has not found it in her heart to help Allison get the care she requires. There are times when Allison forgets or is unable to take her medication, and this sometimes precipitates problematic behavior. He said, Allison was institutionalized for observation after being found wandering in the street barefoot and partially dressed, causing the police to be concerned. Her behavior was caused as a result of damage done in the attack and her having missed the medications she was taking. Morgan says that due to the severe brain damage, Allison suffers from memory loss, seizures, and occasional periods loss of consciousness. "I do." Each time. Morgan hopes the heartbreaking video will strike a chord with Mariah and go some way to mend the long-running family feud that has torn the Carey family apart. He's hoping Mariah, who has an estimated net worth of $510 million, will put her hand in her vast pocket and pay for Allison's health care. Mariah, known for her lavish lifestyle, wears a $7 million engagement ring given to her by boyfriend, Australian billionaire businessman James Packer in January. Packer is estimated by Forbes to be worth $4.7 billion, the fourth richest person in Australia. A representative for Mariah denies the claim that she has not helped her sister. Through the years, Mariah has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars supporting Allison and her children, the rep told Daily Mail Online. In fact, Mariah has supported her extended family for over 2 decades. She also taking her HIV meds and anti-inflammatory meds and whatever else she's on. So yes, she's on the mend, but still needs a lot of help. The biggest problem, Morgan says, is the mounting medical bills. He says he'd love to be able to pay them, but he can't afford to cover them all. It's been a constant battle. The insurance would run out. The Medicare would run out. We are always fighting that fight to just get these bills paid by Medicare, he said. Allison has 4 children, the youngest is 14, but while they have tried to help, Morgan says they have always had a difficult relationship with their mother due to her drug addiction and prostitution past. Allison revealed she worked as a prostitute in New York as a young woman to clothe and feed her family before Mariah found fame. He said, "It has to be real hard growing up knowing your mother is an addict and a prostitute. I can't even imagine putting myself in their shoes." But Allison did the best she could for her kids. Was her best great? No. but she did the best she could. Morgan says Allison inherited $1.6 million from her father Alfred Carey, when he died in 2002, and she set up trust funds for her children. The rest of the money she has squandered on her drug addiction. He says he understands that Mariah, who hasn't spoken to her sister properly since they had a huge argument in 1994, may not want to hand money to a drug addict through fear it will simply enable her. But he adds, "Look, me personally, I'm not going to hand my sister Allison a penny directly, but if I can give money to the person giving her care, I'm going to do it." Is there a way of setting up a medical fund? You don't put cash in an addict's hands, but you can make sure that their basic medical care is met. It's that simple. Mariah can easily manage this and still keep her distance. If she wants to hold her grudge, then let her hold her grudge. He added, "We just want to make Allison as comfortable as possible and to enjoy some kind of quality of life. I'm trying to do my best to help her." Morgan plans to return to New York in May to visit his sister and check on her progress.